Teachers, parents, and students urged lawmakers to make a move on the education spending limit Monday, with a deadline up at the state capitol 2 weeks away.
It makes me feel profoundly sad because I've given my lifetime to educating young people, and I hate to see children made into political pawns by people that want to destroy public education.
At issue up in Phoenix and dividing some Democrat and Republican lawmakers whether to override an education spending cap that was first put into place back in 1980. It's a dollar amount based on a formula that takes into account population and inflation. If the legislature fails to override the cap, public schools could lose close to $1.2 billion.
No cap! No cap! No cap!
Some Republican lawmakers argue the state has already poured so much into education.
So it's nice to point all the figures at the Conservative Party and say we're not doing our job. We have done our job. That's why we are at the expenditure limit. We are at the expenditure limit because we've spent extraordinary amounts catching up in a number of areas. Stop with the shooting arrows and look at the facts.
Lawmakers face a March 1st deadline.
This is money that's in our budget. To not give it to us based on an antiquated 1980s law is just ridiculous. I love being a teacher and I love my students, and they deserve every single dime that the state has already given them, and I will fight for them.
The spending cap does not affect private or charter schools. It takes a 2/3 majority vote in both the State House and the State Senate to override the cap. If lawmakers do not do that, cuts to schools could go into effect as soon as April 1st. We're live in Midtown tonight. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.